Right, GM Goats, and welcome to our fourth edition of Behind the Goat. So I'm Melissa. You might know me as Miru, and I'll be your host for today. For those who are joining us for the first time, Behind the Goat is a series where we take you literally behind the scenes on everything that we are cooking for Goat Gaming. And today is a special one because it is T minus 1 day to the new season of Road to Goat, and we are really excited to share that we are going all in on Telegram. Right. So before I dive in, I just want to share some really goated updates with all of you here today. So firstly, we have minted all 3,333 Genesis Goats NFTs, and we have viewed them to the world. So again, thank you to everybody for your incredible support and feedback. It's been really, really humbling to see everybody's warm reception to the Genesis Goats. As for what is cooking next for the Genesis Goats NFT collection, I will only say one word for now, and that is to hold. So keep holding to those Genesis Goats because you're going to earn some really sweet loyalty points, and that's going to net you some pretty awesome rewards. I cannot share any more than that at the moment, but yeah, so just hold on to whichever goats that you have. Yeah. Next thing that I'm really excited to share with all of you is that we have officially announced our partnership with B3. For those of you who are new to this, B3 is a groundbreaking horizontally scaled gaming ecosystem that's built on Base, which is the L2 network of Coinbase. The team were founding members of Base, and they're veterans at Coinbase, and they'll focus on gaming. So we're pretty bullish on building the future of Web3 gaming together. And if you want to learn more about B3 and the awesome people that you're partnering with there, they'll be coming on the next episode of Two Player Mode, which is hosted by Simon and Felicia. Last but not least, there will be a commemorative NFT for you to mint right after today's Behind the Goats. So stay tuned on our X for the announcement that will be coming up. Right. So I think on to the main topic that I'm pretty sure everybody's looking forward to hearing about today. We've basically wrapped up on season one on the Road to Goat. It ended officially on August 15th. And we're really very heartened to see all of you participating very enthusiastically on the various social and gaming quests and also the ongoing creator leaderboards. So this season, we are going to go all in on Telegram with a consolidated Road to Goat experience, and also to bring you even more goated experiences and rewards on this exciting new platform. Right. And a quick reminder to all goats that have participated in season one, you must participate in season two in order to keep your season one rewards. So if you have not joined our Telegram, I will encourage you to do so tomorrow. Yeah. Great. So I would like to introduce two of the goats that are leading our charge into Telegram, Olivier and Randall. So Olivier, would you like to introduce yourself and maybe share like a Telegram game or bot that you're really into at the moment?
Yeah, sure. GM everyone. I'm Oliver or Oli the PO for our Telegram bots. It's getting really, really exciting now. So, yeah, a couple of bots. I've been so into it, right? I found a couple that I really like. First and foremost, I really like the design of this bot called Time Farm. I thought it was a cool one because the fun part about Time Farm is you basically can come in and every 4 hours you tip all over the hourglass, which makes it actually quite easy to use, of course. And then you get points and a certain other quests to do, which make it interesting. But it's not so much of an activity or skill based or something to really put your mind to it. So it's a bit brainless, which I like. The other things is Yes Coin was also pretty cool. I like that design. Of course, the famous Not Coin did it quite well. Um, and also in terms of community engagement, I always like it. But another one I've also been playing is one of our team members highlighted that to me was Kuoro Ranch. All right, that's one that's like a Tamagotchi style that you take care of your own little monster and you have to feed sharks and keep up a ball to make you still having fun within the platform itself. So I think lots of creators and developers out there making really cool stuff and more coming up and everyone's pushing the bar really high. It makes it more exciting for us as well to really give you everyone in our community something that's engaging and meaningful. So yeah, keep on it.
Yeah,
Over to you.
so Timeform and Notcoin, I think like these are two names that you can't mention Telegram games without, right? And I think I especially love Timeform because of the way that they really tell you that, oh, you're gonna make a full use of your time, you're gonna make the best use of your time, which is, I think, one of the things that many Web3 gamers are on the lookout for. What is the best way that I can grind? That's also the best use of my time as well. Yeah. So Randall, why don't you introduce yourself and also tell us like which Telegram game or bot is at the top of your mind at the moment?
Hey everyone, good morning, afternoon, good night, depending on where you are, I guess. So I'm a game designer working on, I guess, our Telegram platform. And I think for me, I've been playing a lot of Kuroro Ranch, which Olivia mentioned. I've been playing that for like about a month now. I think I initially thought to myself like, oh, I'll just check it out, play for a little bit, see what the hype's all about. And then now I've been playing it for a month. But beyond that, I think I was playing a lot of Catizen because I think for mobile games, I play a lot of merge games. So Catizen kind of really scratches that itch. And it's because it's on Telegram, I can be texting someone. I'll just scroll up the Catizen, merge a few, reply to someone else, and then it keeps going. And the last one is Egg Drop. I don't know. I think the main thing I like about Egg Drop is just the way they kind of carry out themselves, like in the platform and everything. Like the way they message you, the things that they say, it's all kind of it has like a certain charm to it. I really like it. Yeah, that's about it for me.
Yeah, and I think like Telegram games are also all about like scratching the itch as well, right? I think just
Mm.
mainly how we're gonna capture the, I guess, like the gamers' attention span, and especially in Web3 where attention spans are a lot shorter and people again they need that immediate fix as well. Great. So I think without further ado, I think let's dive into season 2 of Road to Goat and also the Telegram gaming bot that will be launched live to the world tomorrow. So we have been in beta phase for about 2 weeks now, open exclusively to holders because like we want to make sure that we are only releasing the most good experiences to our Goat gamers. So yeah, so again, like the Goat gaming and Road to Goat season 2 is pretty much going to live in and around Telegram. So yeah, so I guess like Olivier and Randall, but we've been in beta for about 2 weeks now. Is there anything that we learned along the way in the beta phase that has kind of shaped how we approach B1, especially between the original concept and kind of like shipping and designing something that is more closer to what our community is looking for?
Yeah, I think if we look back to the beta version, right, and see how we've developed from there, and learning from the findings that we find out from this beta launch, and we just see that the retention rates are pretty good, and which means that people are coming back, and people probably are trying to find out more if there's something to find out that they can grind or earn or maybe get a new prize of some sort. So or maybe even more spins for the beta people that or the beta testers know that there are spins at the moment. So yeah, more things to do and more things are coming. I would like to say, and that is the fun part about Telegram. We can update it how we want to, and pretty quick as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Randall.
Yeah, sorry, I just want to jump in and just say
Yeah.
that I think it was really interesting to see just how many people were interested in Telegram platform. I think it's kind of always been on my radar, like Telegram's as a kind of a games platform and the potential of it. I just didn't realize how many people were already on it or were already so interested. Even just releasing this beta, that was like a really good, I guess, chunk of people who were already invested and interested in Go gaming that went on, tried it out, gave us feedback, and then now we kind of know what to do for V1. And I think I really quite enjoy that we've been able to have that kind of like very quick feedback, and then we can act on it and everything, instead of like we get people giving us comments, and then we can only act on it like months later or like sometimes years later. But okay, that's a bit extreme. But yeah, I think that's been quite interesting.
It's just cool to see as well that all the other platforms, the growth of it is just crazy, right? It's like millions and millions of people are tapping into other bots as well. I think it's just staggering the amount of people in a short amount of time is getting users on those platforms. It means like it's one of the fastest growing platforms out there on Telegram to build mini apps. So we better get on it, and yeah, more and more
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, I guess it's also the beauty and the edge of this space, right? Like there's no such thing as like, this suggestion or idea is not going to come out in the next couple of months or so because we need more time. But I think also we're able to act really fast. That's also the advantage of building and shipping on this new channel. Yeah, I think fun fact for people who are relatively newer to code gaming, Olivier and Randall used to be on another project which is on Fortnite UEFN, and that was when like the team was experimenting with a lot of different game formats, experimenting with novel ideas, and and similarly to Telegram and Code Gaming, right? That was also pretty frequent and fast paced, right? I think you guys had maybe one map every week or every other week. So maybe how does shipping for Telegram compare to the previous experience that you had for Fortnite UEFN?
Yeah, I mean, I can jump in here a bit, and then Randall just jump in whenever you like, of course. It's you're comparing apples and pears here in the end. It's completely different in the end, but we try to keep up the pace that our team has delivered. I mean, highly skilled people working on this, and to deliver in such short amount of time is really no mean feat. But yeah, the difference is it's just completely different, right? And for the people that don't know what UEFN stand for, it's Unreal Editor of Fortnite. So basically, it's a version of Unreal Engine to create Fortnite games. Now we pivoted basically towards creating Telegram games because of the whole hype and the possibilities with it, and to give people experiences that they also care about. And with the more people that we can reach, made more sense to do that, of course. But the development is very different, right, Randall?
I think different would be an understatement.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think one of the biggest things is that for Fortnite, a lot of the development was kind of taken care for us already, in the sense that a lot of like the assets that we wanted to create for the games, a lot of the mechanics, kind of was already in the engine, right? So if it existed within UEFN, we could use it. You know what I mean? So if you play Fortnite, they've got different kinds of guns, so, assault rifles, pistols, that kind of thing. And essentially, what we couldn't change these things, right? If we gave players a pistol, it would work the same way that it will work in actual Fortnite, which meant two things, right? Number one, yeah, our turn, we made games like once a week, so that was really quick. I think some of the people who've already been on Road to Code have played a bit of Waifu Tycoon 3, right? Just for the Road to Code quests. But on the other hand, unlike what we're doing with Telegram, a lot of the stuff that we could do was kind of limited, right? With Telegram, we can take feedback and we can really run away with it. If people want a certain feature, if people want stuff done in a certain way, or like a certain game that they think is fun, it's something that we can work on and put into Telegram. Sure, it might take a lot more work because we'd have to build things from scratch. The team is a lot bigger now, but at least it's things that we can work on directly. Because with UEFN, there were a lot of times where people asked for certain features, they asked for certain gameplay mechanics that just kind of wasn't really possible. Or even if it was, it would have taken a long time to develop, like much longer than 1 week, and it just wasn't that feasible. But yeah, I still kind of miss it. All that being said.
Yeah, it's weird. I think it's really been one hell of a pivot from Fortnite, and then now we are on Telegram. But yeah, I think that's just also another beauty of like Web3. Like you never get limited by the channels that you are on right now. Having said that, I just want to ask a very like cheeky question. Like any chance like the Waifu Tycoon 3 or any iteration of Waifu Tycoon could be making their way to Telegram soon?
Oi,
I have to ask because that's like one of my favorite maps on Fortnite.
Really?
You're gonna go into
I'm asking for
brainstorming
all
mode.
the goats. I'm asking for all the goats that are secretly
I
wandering
see.
in
see.
the chat right now.
I mean,
Well,
probably not in the way that it is in Fortnite, but in a different way, maybe. I
could
mean,
be
I know
cool.
it's not impossible.
Could be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a pretty awesome game already called Waifu Clash. It's not completely the actual Tycoon, but Waifu Clash is doing quite well.
We have the
Yeah.
waifu representation.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
for one.
Yes,
Some
paving
waifus in
the
in
way.
there.
Yeah, paving the way to go with powered by waifus. Right. So yeah. So I think again, like let's talk about why we are going all in on Telegram. So I think like Telegram just like presented a very natural opportunity for us at Goat Gaming. I mean, there's like millions of people. There's millions of users on Telegram already using it as a messaging platform, and I think the channel is pretty much conducive to kind of like being kind of like onboarding users at scale into Web3 gaming. So naturally there's a very like huge opportunity there. And also like just speaking about onboarding, right? There's also the idea of like being able to onboard users at scale in a very seamless manner. So yeah, so I think Olivier, do you have any comments you want to make about the the accessibility of Telegram, especially for Web3 gamers?
Yeah, no, I just echo what you're saying, right? Just the accessibility of it makes it so handy. And Randall already gave a good anecdote when he introduced himself. Like, yeah, he's maybe messaging someone, but he can flick instantly to another game hit his dopamine hits, for example, or just have some fun at the same time, or even at one point win a prize, right? I mean, that makes it so interesting. It's all instant in one platform and different visuals and different to your liking. And I think that makes it really fun, the versatility of it, the variety that you have within the platform, and all these things out there. You can choose your own path, and that's what we're trying to do here as well with Go Gaming, basically, right? And where you can actually have fun, share with friends, and also. I just want to say, share with friends. This is very important, by the way, guys. Sharing with friends is something that is Telegram doing well, and I hope we can do that well too. So therefore, just look out for that too. And the accessibility in that sense, indeed, it's on your phone. It's one platform. You can have different type of experiences every time you come in. I mean, even from another Telegram mini app out there, everyone knows probably Hamster Combat, right? Like sometimes, we come in and there's something new to play. I mean, that is just amazing. I think the fast updating schedules of these dev teams and just the overall ecosystem makes it so much fun, and there's something new to do, and you don't have there's just not that much friction with these things, and I hope we can achieve that too, and people would like that from our build as well, to have a frictionless experience at one point, of course. I mean, we're still in a very much early development phase, right? And it's quite a new platform, so things will go wrong, but it's okay. We can learn from it and adapt, and create a great experience for our goats. There's a little hint here. Great experience for our goats, sharing with friends. Oh man, can you imagine what experience you can get, Randall? Right?
I like that Olivier is just like
Yes.
I like that Olivier just like subtly dropping all sorts of alpha tonight. I hope our goats like tuning in right now are paying very great attention, because other than whole keywords being refer your friends, I don't know, like, and I don't know, I think like goats in general. All right, before I run away and accidentally spill some unauthorized alpha, Randall, I think let's talk about creating games that have instant gratification, for especially in the Web3 space. Could you share more about maybe how we went about designing, or maybe even like our our guiding principles and ideas when we were designing these like Telegram games for beta and up to V 1.0.
That's a good question. I think, to be honest, what we have now and what we have in V1 is going to be quite different. Or rather, it's a lot of building blocks that will lead up to a better experience down the line, right? I think the one thing that we really wanted to do with Telegram was that we wanted something that was very accessible, very easy for people to get into, very easy for people to understand what the importance of, the whole Telegram platform was. I think one of the big concerns we had when we first released Go Gaming, when we first kind of informing the player base about what Go Gaming was, people were kind of confused as to what Go Gaming like truly meant. There wasn't. I think one of the few complaints that we had was that people weren't sure what they were doing or why they were playing the games on Go Gaming. But I think for for our Telegram platform, we want that to be a lot more direct. The moment you get in, there's like for V1 at least, will take you through exactly what exactly you're getting on the Telegram platform. What do all these different resources do? What does it contribute to? You know what I mean? Because I think it's easy to kind of, find the bot. It's easy to access the bot. It's easy to start up all the different bot commands. Spin the wheel. Play Waifu Clash. But it was a bit. We had to just think about how exactly we had to tie all these things together, rather than just, we'll make these fun games. We'll make these fun fun features, I guess. But they just live separately. But I guess what we really wanted to do was that we wanted all of them to live in this Telegram bot, like Telegram web app kind of space together, so that spinning the wheel leads you directly to Waifu Clash, for instance, right? Because you can get crowns when you spin the wheel, and when you're playing Waifu Clash, you can wager those crowns to get more crowns, right? And yeah, so I think while we're in development, right, we're nowhere close to like the vision of what we want for Telegram, right? But I think one of our biggest principles is that we want everything to directly link to something else, rather than just it lives on its own. It's an island, right? I play this game. It doesn't really matter why I play this game. I don't know what it does for the platform. So we really want to kind of we don't want to run into that trap. Basically, we want to make all these different games, all these different features, now and down the line. We want to make them, very directly linked, so you know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it, right? I mean, the underlying goal is always going to be that the games themselves are fun, right? But we want to go a bit further than that, right? We don't just want you guys to have fun. We want you guys to get something out of it, right? That's what we've been trying to do with Go Gaming, the whole while. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I think for those of you who jump into the Go Gaming bot tomorrow, I think just one thing to remember is that this is not even the final form yet. I think I think so this basically trying to tell you it's not a final form yet. Yeah. So yeah, and I totally I think I totally agree with you, Randall. I think games don't I think games don't need to be just about having fun. I think you can have fun and then you can also kind of get something out of it as well, which is what we are trying to. So, which is basically like what we are building Goat Gaming for, to really kind of draw that competitive spirit among among all your goats, and also to kind of be like the best goat or the best gamer that you can ever be. Yeah. Great. So I think it's moving on from that, right? Maybe Olivier and Randall, okay, you guys wanna tease any games or experiences that we might be able to look forward to tomorrow?
Yeah, so I would say tomorrow dive in and of course spin that wheel and see what you get out of it. And from there on, there's a very cool quest platform that you need to explore and come back daily, basically. Come back daily. That is an important part as well. And kind of want to tease something else, but not too sure if I'm allowed to. But hey, let's see. I think in the future, as I said, this updating cadence goes quite fast, and there is something really cool coming up. and then especially for all the NFT holders out there, of the GOAT holders, and maybe for someone else too. Not too sure yet, cannot promise, but hey, just saying, right? It might be coming, but I
Yeah.
want to really keep that in mind.
Yeah. So again, if you have a goat, just hold on. Just hold on to the goats.
Those loyalty points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that loyalty score is
Yeah.
gonna matter a lot. I think
Yeah.
that's all we can say.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
play Waifu Clash.
Yeah, I had to say I'm playing Waifu Clash pretty often, and not just because like the cards are cute and all that. Just like every time I score like a perfect roll, it makes me want to score like more perfect rolls. It
See,
tickles my
that's the
brain. I
thing.
think it also tickles like other players, some of the players' brains as well. Great. So yeah, so I think right now we will let's throw it to the audience. What experiences or features do you want to see in the Goat Gaming Bot? So like maybe let's take now if you have a crazy idea right now, could be like Husbando Clash even, feel free to drop it in the chat.
I mean, that's the fun part, right? Like, I really like what you said, Randall, in terms of, playing fun games, and maybe you get something out of it. Go a bit further than that, and I think if we can do that for our audience as well, it'd be really, really cool, and that's something that we want to do.
Yeah, I mean, like if you just look at Waifu Clash, I think one of the things that we wanted to do for all the games that we have on Telegram eventually is that we don't want them to be too passive, because I feel like there are a lot of games that's already on Telegram that kind of do that. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with them, right? I'm just saying that there's already like a huge, I mean, the market has a surplus basically of it, and we just wanted games that kind of reward you for playing them well, basically, for knowing how they work, for having the skill to kind of continuously win. But of course, I think with all these kind of games, we don't want it to be entirely skill based, right? We're not out here to make chess, because that's a different market, right? I think I know some people don't like the word luck, but I feel like luck really lends itself well to these kind of games, because it just makes them kind of infinitely replayable. Sometimes you could play the best game ever, and your opponent just keeps drawing sixes in Waifu Clash, right? I mean, like at that point, it's like, what am I going to do about that, right? But at the same time, there are those games where you really win by inches. Your opponent might have gotten lucky, but you were just better than them. And I really love that feeling. It's like it's like when they say, oh, you're built different.
Yeah, I can say that for every player that has managed to play their way to the top leaderboard, you guys are built as goats. Because it's not easy to get through all those matches, especially like kind of turning like let's say your luck around, right? Yeah. But I think when you manage to do that, I think that's the most important thing. I think that's the one thing that we wanna really have a good stick away from from our Telegram games. It's not just a tapping. Not just a tapping or idle game. You want them to really, really scratch the itch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just the tapping game, because there's so many tapping games out there. Right? You get like, okay, I had a brief period of time, just don't tell anyone else, but hey, why not? Just sitting on my desk and then look at the screen, and I was like tap 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 on my desk, right? And then I thought to myself, why am I doing this? Like it's wasted. But then therefore we want to build something different. They're going to be fun. There's always something fun to do, basically, and to get something, maybe.
Yeah. So I see Goat Intern has asked, like, can I get a Genesis Goat if I spin or Goat merge? I don't know. Maybe reach for the stars. What's the highest score you can get from spin the wheel?
We're seeing fun things coming. Hope not too.
Yeah, I hope not tapping game autoclicking.
No, exactly.
We've got nothing like that in the works.
Yeah. So that's the thing. We're building the foundation now, and from there on, we keep on developing it. We're setting up the house, and now we're going to decorate it, which is going to be very good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess like tomorrow, look forward to a really, really, really fun housewarming party on Telegram. Sorry, got way too excited there. Right. So I think if there's nothing else from the audience, I guess we will close tonight's or today's or this afternoon's, wherever time it is in the world you're tuning in from. We'll close out today's edition of Behind the Goat. And I think before I close, I just want you guys to maybe describe the Goat Gaming Telegram bot in one word.
Wait, actually, that's us, right? Or you
Yeah,
asked
yeah.
it to-
Yeah. Describe the Goat Gaming bot in one word.
describe in one word.
Putting you guys on the spot here.
That's a
What
good
do you
one. That's a
think?
good question.
Can I use 2 words?
Okay, you get a pass if it's hyphenated.
Infinite possibilities.
You're not only bending the rules of game dev, you're bending the rules of grammar.
Yeah. That's why English not my first language. I can pull that.
I honestly, I just want to use goated, just like what Irvin's saying in the Twitter
Nice
on
one.
the chat.
Okay.
But it's really that's really it, man.
Goated indeed.
Yeah.
Let's go for that. Goated.
Are you going for goated as well?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, okay, yeah. Well, no
Good
other
luck.
way to describe it.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
So again, see you goats tomorrow, and look out for the V3 commemorative mint announcement coming out in under half an hour. Right.
Super.
Thank
Thank you all.
Bye.